Welcome to the mic, Chloe Kemp from Kent. It's time to be frank, it's time to vent. From mental health to parental death, where the humour is dark as she's bereft. There'll be tears and there'll be laughter, and of course there'll be talk about those pyjamas. So pull up a seat, you're in the front row now. Turn down the lights, it's time to get the Chloe down. Let's get the Chloe down.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Get the Chloe Down with me, Chloe Kent. And today, on the 12 days of CHLOEMAS, I am so excited to be joined by author Tillie Cole.
Hi.
Hi! Oh my God, this is honestly so exciting for me. Where should we start? Let's start by if somebody is listening today and your name doesn't immediately jump in their head as someone they know, tell them about you. Like, who are you? What do you write? Tell us everything.
So I am actually from Teesside in the UK, which everyone always thinks I'm American. I'm not American. I'm very northeastern. So I'm a romance writer. I've kind of been known for different genres over the years. Initially, I was kind of known for more dark romance, and then TikTok happened, and it took one of my very innocent teenage tearjerkers and kind of blew it up. So now more people know me for making you cry, which has kind of become my selling point at this stage of my career. So I kind of do a bit of genre swapping, so a bit of dark romance, a bit of contemporary romance, mainly YA tearjerkers at the minute.
So I didn't know that. So a TikTok actually blew you up a little bit, did it?
Yeah, so like I'm very millennial and I'm rubbish on TikTok, and it was in like lockdown, and obviously everyone was reading, and it was one of my friends that said, well, we noticed that 1,000 Boy Kisses, that's the title, the one that everyone kind of knows me for. We noticed it was starting to like climb up the charts, and it was like selling a lot more than normal, and it was always a strong title for me. But I wrote that in 2016. Quite some time ago now, and I was like, what is happening? And everyone was like, you need to get on TikTok, there's a thing called BookTok. And it kind of changed my life really, because after that it ended up getting picked up by Penguin here in the UK and Commonwealth, and Bloom Books in North America, and then pretty much I think we're published in nearly 40 countries now with that book. And more, and keeping on going, and obviously it's coming to Netflix as well as a movie, so it's just been a weird time, to be honest. I was just a bit like, I had a nice indie career and I loved it, and I still cherish my indie titles and stuff because I kind of do both, but it kind of took what was a very happy but niche life into a bit more on the main stage in terms of traditional publishing, which has been huge learning curve. It's brought ups and downs with it, like I'm a lot more at the forefront of things, which I'm a very extroverted person, but I'm very private at the same time, so it's kind of been a weird one for me, but all good. And obviously I'm so excited about all the projects that I now get the opportunity to write that I probably wouldn't have before. But it's just, it's a roller coaster, isn't it? As Ronan would say.
I can't even believe you mentioned Netflix straight away, because I take it the casting, because I don't think it's out yet, is it? Right. No. So, you don't know the casting?
No, we haven't done the casting yet. So if you hear huffing and puffing in the background, it's my 17-year-old dog. She's deaf and she's almost blind, but she just
bless her.
No, we don't know casting or anything yet. So we've just kind of cleared the script writing stage, of which I haven't read yet. So I'm actually expecting it any day to read. So
God,
it's exciting and massively nerve-wracking, because your book has been turned into a script by not you. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
so like, what have they kept? What have they not? And then after that, I think we're off to the races. So
Oh
Yeah.
my God. So where did you get the idea of Poppy Min? And do you pronounce it Rune?
Rune. I mean,
Rune,
I think
okay.
in Norway, watch this, I'll get absolutely hammered. But it's like Rune.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You know what I mean? It's very
yeah.
like, but for the sake of like, he's in America, we're just going to go with Rune.
Okay.
But yeah, it's Poppy and Rune. And I don't know. So I was living in America at the time. And this is where it does get quite sad because it is based on kind of personal stories. So my family was like massively hit with cancer. So I have a very small family, and I'd lost my nana to lung cancer, and then my mum got diagnosed with bowel cancer. And just as my mum was getting in remission, my dad got an incurable cancer called multiple myeloma, which weirdly the Queen died of. So that's most people know that now because of that.
Yeah.
And it's normally an older person's disease, but my dad was only his mid-50s. So it was kind of like out of the blue. And then my granddad got bowel cancer that same year. So we'd lost my nana, and then there's only me and my sister, and she kind of turned around to me and she was like, by Christmas, we could be the only ones left. And I was like, that's a nice cheery thought. You know? But obviously it was like terrifying. And luckily my mum got in remission. We did lose my granddad. And then my dad was given a couple of years, and and this is why it's somewhat hopeful, I think, for people who get incurable cancer diagnoses. My dad actually ended up getting 15 years. And he actually died of another type of cancer that we didn't even know he had. Yeah. So he died 3 years ago. But obviously I wrote that in 2016. So it was literally, I had all of this kind of, so I'm a very emotional person, but I keep it inside, which is why I think writing was always so good for me, because it would give me a way of, I'm not good with emotions. I'm actually, which I haven't really said anything yet about this, but I've actually been diagnosed with autism and ADHD this year.
Wow.
Yeah, which explains a lot, because I'm funny with emotion and expressing it and things like that. And so writing's always been like really cathartic for me in that way. And we went out for a coffee, me and my husband, one day just before we started the work day, because he works with me as well. And I was just like, I mean, at this point I was writing such dark romance, it was so left field for me to have been even thinking about, you know, like No Spice, tearjerker, and it's like so off the wall, because like I was writing like serial killers and bikers and stuff like that, and that was kind of what I was known for. And I was like, I've got this idea about these two teenagers, and so like every major scene in Boy Kisses is based on my family. And then a couple of years before I wrote Boy Kisses, we actually lost my father-in-law to cancer as well. So we just had just 10 years like where it was just, we were just bashed about, honestly. It was just like, it was, I think back now and it's just insane what it felt like. And it was just my way, I suppose, of like, I can't tell you why I got the story, because I just did. So I always had these ideas of concepts, like philosophical, religious concepts. So I came up with this idea of the cherry blossom, from obviously Japanese philosophy, which is like cherry blossoms are like extreme beauty, quick death, because they're only around for a short time. Yeah. So that was kind of the premise of the book, which is why, have I got it behind me? On all the front covers, it's all cherry blossoms and stuff. So yeah, I just kind of do what I always do and just start writing, and whatever happens, happens. I'm not a planner whatsoever. And and that was Boy Kisses. And when I announced I was doing it, everyone was like, okay. And I was like, no one's reading this, because everyone just wants like really messed up characters from me. Yeah. And it ended up becoming my biggest book.
Well, I must know you back to front then, because I started with 1,000 Boy Kisses.
Most people do now.
Yep, and then I went online on a like a Facebook book page, and I was saying, "Oh, what does everyone else recommend by Tillie?" You know, blah blah blah. And then someone said, "Oh, have you read her early stuff?" So I've just picked up this bad boy, if you can see it, and I had no idea until everyone was filling me in.
So that's my favourite book I've ever written.
Is it really?
Yeah, and I honestly think that's my best book, but it's Marmite for people.
Well, I've got a signed copy because I got it off your website.
Oh
yeah, it's a bit blurry.
You should have sent me a message.
No, I went straight to the website. I was so I love a dark romance.
It's banned.
Is it?
That's why you can't get it anywhere. Yeah.
Oh, what, from Amazon or?
Oh yeah, they banned me.
Oh.
So it's very dark. Like it's funny because like dark romance is such a thing now, and it's such a huge genre. But when I started writing it, there was literally no one. I'm not saying I was like the first. I think there was about, if I remember rightly, honestly, there was about 5 of us writing it back in 2013, 2014 when I first went indie, and we got a lot of shit for it initially because people were like, "What is this?" And yeah, there was a few people before me that had written it, but I had never read their books, and I just had this idea for this dark series, and I just did it. I just thought, sod it, and it ended up going like massive, and then I just kept going with it, and then it was funny because then again TikTok kind of took dark romance and ran away with it a bit. So it's funny to me that like dark romance is such a thing now, because for so many years we were seen as these like I don't know, little weird authors who write these really weird
But it has gone mad, hasn't it?
It's mad now. Yeah, it is mad now. And it makes me laugh that I'm more known for tearjerker stuff when I was one of the first people writing dark. And then obviously you've got Sick Fucks, which is like the darkest book. Well, I think it still stands up there as one of the darkest books in dark romance, to be honest. I will say one of your videos had me dying. It was the one where someone gets kidnapped, but they're a dark romance reader. When I tell you I was crying at that video, I was like, that's so true.
I worry if I'm ever kidnapped, I'm just going to see it as them flirting, I think. What are you drinking?
Oh, this is bougie as, right?
Go on.
So I used to live in Italy, and it's called a cafe shakerato, which is basically like espresso with some sugar, and you put it in a cocktail shaker with ice, shake it.
Yeah.
It's not got alcohol in it because I'm actually allergic to most alcohol, which is very devastating. But you can put Baileys in it.
Oh, nice.
And it's lovely with Baileys, yeah.
So hang on, you've lived in Italy and America?
And Canada.
And Canada, right, how did this happen?
My husband was a professional rugby player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've had a fun life actually. He played for Falcons up here, Newcastle Falcons. But we went to school together, so we're childhood sweethearts. And we both ended up, I was at Newcastle Uni, he was at Northumbria, and he ended up playing for Falcons. And then we were in Edinburgh, and then we went down to Devon, and then he came back to Falcons, and back to Edinburgh. We've had a ride. And then we got married, and we were on our honeymoon, and it was like, I'm done, and my body's falling apart. And then his agent rang and said, do you want to retire in Italy for a couple of years? And we were like, yeah, all right. Yeah, we will. So I was a teacher in a private school there that had like employees from Ferrari, the F1 team and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Maserati, Tetra Pak, which like, it was gorgeous. It was a lovely private school. And then from there, my husband got a job offer. He retrained as a quantity surveyor, and he ended up getting a job offer in Canada. And it was in Canada that my career took off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so then it was my career that took us into America. And then we had my son in America, so he's technically American, and needed help. So we came back home.
Okay.
That's the whole journey of that, yeah.
So where did you live in America, though?
Austin, Texas.
Oh, wow. I bet that's decent weather in Texas as well, isn't it?
Yeah, bearing in mind we just lived in Calgary in Canada, which is where Cool Runnings was.
Yeah.
So that's how cold it was. So it's like We went from like -30 calories
Oh my God.
for about 8 months of the year, which I just couldn't take. I love Canada. I love it. I love Calgary. The summers are just idyllic. And then the winter comes and you just don't see anybody because everyone hibernates. And working from home, it was just a little bit too isolating.
Yeah.
So then we moved to Austin, Texas, which was completely different. You know, I remember having a walk before coming home, catching the flight late that night for Christmas, and it was 21 degrees. Like I was walking around a park and it was 21 degrees and we got off the flight here and it was like 2.
Oh my God, yeah.
So it was like, oh yeah, this is different. But I loved it there. I would have stayed there. But in reality, we would have had to rely a lot on, I think, hired help and stuff. And we wanted to be back with family. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but yeah, my dad still wasn't well and stuff at that point. So it was like, no, we'll go home.
But listen, going back to 1,000 Boy Kisses,
Yeah.
I've come up with a casting for Rune.
Oh,
Do you want to
nice.
hear them? Yeah. So here's who I think could play Rune and be brilliant. So the first one is Haaland. You know, Man City's Haaland.
Yes. I'm rubbish with football, but
he's Norwegian.
He is Norwegian. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just tall, but he might be a bit older.
Yeah, Rune's 17.
Yeah. There is that. So actually that might rule out a few.
Younger brother, perhaps.
Maybe.
The
next one I had was Austin Butler.
I know.
Isn't he gorgeous? A
lot of people like him. Yeah.
He would have been again, he's probably a bit older. But
yeah. I mean, you know, it's funny because you look at Greece and they're in the 30s, 18-year-olds, you know. So at this point, it's like I could play Poppy.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, Austin Butler would be a good one. He would.
Yeah,
be a good one.
He's got the blonde, the blue eyes. Just then there was another guy, but I don't know if you've ever heard of him. I literally come across him when I was googling today, and his name is Luke Eisner. He was in something called Tall Girl.
Tall Girl, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's the one he does look.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And he is a Netflix boy.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure one of my readers said that he's Scandinavian in heritage as well. Oh. Like his dad or someone was from, I don't think it was Norway, but it was like Sweden or Denmark or somewhere. My only thing with him, he's on a lot of romance covers.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
And I was a bit like, and a good author friend of mine is friends with him, and he's on loads of hers. And I don't know. I feel like it would be like, I'd find it hard to I don't know if I'd find it hard to separate.
Yeah,
him
no.
From the covers I've seen him on. But he is, even like everything, his height and everything is.
Yeah, he's beautiful. Yeah,
he is a really good looking lad. And he is Rune, like the long blonde hair.
And the last one, which I actually think is a little bit of a local lad, is Ben Hardy, who is in EastEnders. He played Peter Bill.
Oh, I'm going to have to Google this because I have no idea. I don't watch soaps. Ben Hardy.
Yeah, and he was also in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love Bohemian Rhapsody.
So do I. It's one of my faves.
Oh, I didn't know he was in EastEnders.
Yeah, many moons ago. But he's also got like a real
yes, he
look.
does. He does. So when I was talking to the producer about it, he was saying to me, who you fancying for this? And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I feel like when I wrote it, I didn't necessarily have an actor or anything. I often do with characters, and then sometimes they're just there in my head, or almost like not faceless, but they're just there.
Yeah.
And Rune was a bit of one of them for me. And I said, you know, I think for Rune and Poppy, I'd love to get a couple of unknowns.
Yeah.
And like, I would love to get a Norwegian boy. And he was my producer was like, well, if he's there, I was like, surely there's a good-looking 17-year-old Norwegian lad with long blonde hair or hair that we can put extensions in, like, you know what I mean? Like,
There must be
someone. Yeah, there'll be someone. And Poppy was just always like a real kind of Southern belle, pretty brunette. Almost a little bit plain. Like, I think, you know, I always liked the idea that she wasn't the most popular. She wasn't the prettiest girl, but like where Rune was, but he was obsessed with her because of who she was. Do you get what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
But at the same time, you know, if a current actor fits the bill or whatever, I mean, I haven't a clue about the Hollywood world. Like, I'm going to be laughing my tits off through the whole process because I'm just going to be like, I'm from the rinkiest, stinkiest little town. We've just been voted the worst place to live in Britain again. Like, we keep winning this award. We're the most deprived area in Britain.
High five to that.
Armpit of Britain, we affectionately get called. So, you know. But I don't know. I just said, like, I'm just going to find this whole thing, like, amazing, but just surreal. And I said to my husband, I think I'm just going to find myself kind of giggling through the whole thing, going like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, this is mad.
This is mad. Like, this is mad. Yeah.
Will it be filmed here or like the US?
I don't know. I know that so it's based in Georgia, and Atlanta has a huge film. It's kind of like a second LA, like studios and stuff.
Yeah, like good
I
location.
think it'd be pretty cool if it could be filmed where it's set. But obviously that has nothing at all to do with me. Like, I am executive producer, so I get to do things like have a say on casting, and I get to see, I get to have a look at the script and make sure I'm happy with everything and stuff. But in terms of all the other stuff, I don't think I've got really, and I wouldn't want to put myself in it. I am like unqualified for
a lot of pressure.
It'd be lovely if it was in Calgary has another massive film studio now, so that would be amazing.
And
if
beautiful.
It was filmed somewhere like that, because I have so many friends and we've lived there. So I honestly don't know. So we're in that kind of you know, we're on the edge of the diving board about to jump off. So it's really exciting because I have friends like Elle Kennedy and stuff who are she's really sweet. Me and her get on really well, and it's so fun to watch her the deal and stuff get made. And then I have a couple of author friends who haven't been announced either, that they've got deals, and I know they're working on stuff, so we keep talking, and it's just it's kind of like a really fun moment for everybody. And then one of my favorite books ever, Heated Rivalry, that comes out tomorrow, but not in the UK, so I'm fuming.
Oh no, so the UK have a little bit longer.
Well, they haven't bought it yet. It's a gay romance, hockey romance book, and it's one of my favorite books. It's Rachel Reed's the author, and every other bloody country seems to have bought it bar the UK, so I'm fuming. But
would you do an Anna Todd and do a little cameo in the films?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. I asked Anna about that as well. So I'm friends with Anna as well. We actually went to see Adele together when I lived in Austin.
Did you? Oh wow.
Yeah. And I just found out the day before I was pregnant, and they were like, have shots. And I'm going, And I'm going, I'm on antibiotics. And they're like, looking at me. I am. And I was like, no, I'm pregnant. I don't know. It's just so funny. Like, it's so out of, I went to theatre school and everything, but the idea of being in front of the camera honestly just makes me cringe. But at the same time, I think I'll want to do it for like, you know what I mean?
Should.
Like,
yeah.
I think I'm hoping next year might be the year that we get to film it, or at least really make some headway with it.
That'd be so exciting. Yeah, there's been lots of articles I've read about different books going to screen, and it does take a little bit of time, but when you've read the book, you're so excited to see it go to screen. There's something
you're excited,
about,
but you're also terrified, aren't you?
Well, a little bit. You're like, oh, I hope it lives up to the book. But it's such a. I mean, there's a few at the moment that have hit the cinemas. Reminders of Him next year.
I haven't seen that yet, but I do need to see it.
Yeah, I think that's coming out early next year. And then there's Regretting You. That's also
Oh,
Colleen
that's
Hoover.
the one that's been out.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That Anna did.
Yes. Colleen. And then...
Yeah, but Anna produced it.
Did she?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Anna produced it. Yeah, she has a production company.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And I love Colleen. She's a sweetheart as well.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see how all of her books are getting made as well. Yeah.
And then there's Frida McFadden and the Housemaid series coming up. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think that's dropping Boxing Day in the UK.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
so that has been
soon.
properly filmed.
Yeah. So it's, I think, book to film at the moment is a huge thing. Yeah.
It's huge, yeah. And again, I think that started with the BookTok explosion.
Yeah.
But then it's funny because when I announced that it was going to be a film, and I kind of anticipated this, you do have readers who are glad of it and sad of it, because they go, it will never be the book. And I fully get that, because I've watched films that have been beloved books and I've kind of gone, okay, like that totally didn't live up to it. But then I have read other ones that I thought, you know, that the film did it justice. And I think if you can separate the two almost in a way, I think that's the best way to try and enjoy it. But I had a few things in the book that I said to them when I spoke to the director and the screenwriter and stuff. I said, like, I need these certain things to stay the same. Yeah. Or I don't want to let this book go. And they were like, no, we want them to stay the same as well. So, and although that's not like in the contract, you just got to have kind of blind faith that they're going to do as you've requested. But I get on really well with the songwriter and stuff. And we just had shared experiences and stuff that was quite important, I think, to the book. And, you know, we kind of lamented on them quite a lot. And after I came off, and it's Stephen Chbosky who wrote Perks Being a Wallflower, and he directed that. And he directed Wonder, you know, the little boy who has the disfigurement and stuff. And they've just done Nonas on Netflix.
Oh, with Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the latest one. So they do very emotional, heartwarming stories. So they were exactly my vibe. And Stephen was an author first. So I felt like he really understood where how a book should be translated into a film. Because, I mean, hilariously, he became a director because he didn't trust anybody else to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And his wife is the screenwriter, Liz. She's Stephen's wife. So it was really like this joint effort.
They really kept it in,
Yeah. And the producer's lovely. And the stuff he's produced is just, it's just insane. Like some of the films he was saying, I was like, yeah, you know, like that's just my childhood and stuff. You know, but it was surreal, but at the same time, I wasn't gonna let this book go to just anybody, because I don't think I'll write a book like that again. That was so personal to that level. At least I hope I won't, touch wood. I kind of don't want to be able to write a book like that again. So to me it was like, look, this is like a beloved book of quite a lot of people. It's you know, some of the emails I get are just harrowing, because I get a lot of emails from people who have leukemia and are going through stuff, and some people who are terminal, and they're reading this, and it's like, oh, this will be the last book I read, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, so do you know, it's not just a book to some people. It really has been, I don't know, something that they've found comfort in.
Yeah, a little gem.
Yeah, so it's that thing of like, I need it to be exactly, you know, I know it can't be exactly the same, but I want it to be a good representative of what the book was, at least have the essence of it. Oh, so fingers crossed, because I'll be beside myself if people are like, it's rubbish.
Are you going to be on set? Do you want to be on set?
Yeah, I won't be on it for all of it. So I did want to be. So my son is autistic, but fairly high functioning, but he struggles. And I just don't think we can. I can't be away that long, and I can't take him away because he wouldn't cope with it. So I think we're going to have to just work out maybe a couple of weeks here and there, which I'd love to be on set for all of it, but the reality is I just can't make that work, just with home life. So, and you know, at the end of the day, I have an actual job as well. You know what I mean? Like, I have to write, which that'll be hard for me because I struggle to separate. I'm kind of all in. And I think if I'm watching, you know, I don't think I'll be able to watch a lot of it because it's so real to me. I don't think emotionally I'll handle it well. But
that'll be fun. Even in little bursts, it'll be so magic, won't it?
Yeah, like there's just certain things I want to see, like the Blossom Grove. I don't know if you've read the book, but yeah. So the Blossom Grove, like I said to my husband, I think that will be the thing that will give me the most kind of out of body experiences, walking into a set and seeing the Blossom Grove, because I have it so vividly in my head.
Yeah.
And I said to kind of be on the set and see it in real life, I think that will be it'd be crazy. But we've also talked about there's certain things in the books that you didn't see. Like the ending is so controversial again, because some people loved it, some people didn't like it. But it's nice because we've talked about things that are going to be put in place potentially. I have not read the script yet. And like little fillers, so you know, things like when the few years that they were separated, you don't see that in the book. You do a little bit actually in Broken Pieces, which is the sequel. You do see a little bit in that, but only from Poppy's side. So, you know, I think with a film we can flesh out a little bit more of what happened.
When I read your book, I actually made a TikTok where I had tissue stuffed up my nose and like it was hanging up my nose, and I was crying, and I was like, Tillie Cole, if you see this, I was like, what the hell is this book? Why is it so sad?
But it's so funny. That was everyone's video. I think that's why it went viral, because everyone was just crying.
So beautiful. And I think when you was talking earlier, when we first started the pod, and you was talking about obviously all your experiences with cancer, I think that's what makes the book stand out. I think in the first few chapters specifically, where Poppy's saying goodbye, is it to her nan? Yeah, we've all had that sort of experience as children or teenagers, so it draws you in straight away. So yeah, it's such an emotional and heartwarming book. And then as you watch, obviously it happened to Poppy, and then it's this huge journey, and it's devastating, but it's beautiful at the same time. So I mean, you absolutely smashed it.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. I'm really proud of that book, to be honest. It was always one of the books that I remember I finished it and I felt like it was special, but I didn't know if it was just special to me because it meant so much to me. But like you said, it's like everyone, I mean, these days, most people are touched by cancer in some respect.
Yeah.
So I think in that way, it does resonate to people a lot. And, you know, I really hope the film gets to stand up against things like Fault in Our Stars or A Walk to Remember, like these books that I haven't actually seen Fault in Our Stars, which is terrible, but I can't really deal with sad things, which is like I wouldn't have read my book, honestly. Like I wouldn't have read it. That's not something I would pick up. I would not want to put myself through that pain.
Did you cry writing it?
God, yeah.
Did you? I love that.
I really cry. Like I know I've seen some authors be like, I never cry while writing sad scenes. I've just sent my husband out the office. We sit opposite each other, and although we both have monitors, I can just see his head coming over the side. He's like, "You look sick." So I always admit him. I'm like, and eventually I'm like, just leave. Like,
oh no.
Yeah. So it was funny because this last book I've just written and the one I'm currently writing now, it's just like contemporary, spicy, you know, and he's like, oh, this is a different experience. You know, it's like no tears. Oh my God, tears. And then after Christmas I have to write another tearjerker, so I'm like, well,
okay, we'll give up for that. What would you say is your favourite Christmas movie?
The Holiday.
Yes, I've been saying that on every pod. It's the best one, isn't it?
It's the best one. I know everyone's like, Love Actually, or The Holiday, but for me it's The Holiday. Every Christmas Eve, me and my husband put The Holiday on and finish wrapping the last few presents that you always have. And it's like our tradition. We do it every year when the kids go to bed. But
Have you watched Love Hard on Netflix?
What's that?
It's about this woman, and she meets a guy on like Tinder, but he's like catfishing her, but she flies out to his house to meet him anyway. And then she finds out obviously it's a catfish, and things kick off from there. But it's actually really funny and like really good.
Is it Rose Byrne or something?
I don't know.
I think I might have seen this.
Oh.
Did they fall in love anyway?
Yes, yeah.
I think I have seen this. Yes, I think I have seen this.
That was a good one for like a new Christmas film. I was really impressed by that. Like that was quite funny.
And I inhale Hallmark Christmas movies.
Oh, same.
I have movies Christmas 24 on Sky, literally 24. My husband hates it. I have a subscription on Amazon Prime for Hallmark TV. So you can't escape it. And now Channel 5 put one on every day. So I come home from picking the kids up, whack it straight on.
It'll be the same plot, won't it? Like a woman comes back to the small town.
Love it.
She falls in love with that guy she left behind. And I'd love that.
My agent laughs at me because my dream is to write a Hallmark book at some point.
Do it.
I want to write a Christmas Hallmark book, and now Hallmark Publishing is folded, but I said there's still room. Someone's making them. Someone's still making the films. I said I want to make one of the kind of traditional Christmas books that Hallmark pick up, where, you know, big city girl has to go back to a little rinky-dink town.
100, and it's the best storyline ever.
Yeah, falls in love with the builder who's a single dad.
Yeah, in fact, Hallmark, if you're watching this, I'll be the fat funny friend if you need someone there. That could be me.
Oh, that is my dream. I know it sounds pathetic, but I was like, they have cruises and everything. They have Hallmark cruises now.
Do they actually?
Christmas cruise. And I've promised my mum, it's because me and my mum, my sister, love them. So I said at some point I'm going to buy us tickets and I'm going to go on a Hallmark Christmas cruise, and all the actors are there because they use the same actors, don't they, all the time?
Yeah.
And you get to have lunch with them, and you get to have like discos. I sound like a nana, but you know what I mean? Like,
a discotheque.
But I was like, yeah, we're going to do something like that. I was like, I just love it. I just love how like cheesy in the best way it is.
Truly, it actually is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Tillie, I can't believe it's been an hour already, and I've had you this whole time, and I appreciate you coming on so much. I literally was sliding in DMs, shooting my shot, thinking no one's going to reply. Really, you replied. I was like, oh my! I've been telling everyone.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you so much for joining me. I so appreciate it.
Can I just say, by the way, I honestly think you're one of the best mums.
Oh, I love that.
I've seen you talk about like your son and stuff like that, and I just honestly love like how you are with your son, especially, and your daughter. I know that both, but I know you particularly talked about your son a little bit and stuff. And I honestly just think like you have the best attitude when it comes to that, and it's like so lovely to see how like proud and protective and like loving you are towards your son especially. So I just want to say that, because every time I see you talk about it, I proper like, oh, because I feel a bit like that with my son, with his like, not that your son has issues, I don't mean it like that, but I know the internet can be quite a cruel place.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just want to say I just think he's such a good mum.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Do you know what? It's actually been quite a lovely time, because you know, even my dad, who bless him, is so old school. Like even him with Teddy, like melts my heart. Like if Teddy puts makeup on, my dad would be like, "Hey Ted, you look so cool. Love your makeup, mate." And it's just like, oh, I just love it. So yeah.
Didn't you take him to a concert recently? Who did you take?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh,
yeah.
And I was like, he looked so gorgeous, and I was just like, I just loved it. I was just like, yeah, I just loved that. And I was like, good on you, because I know people can be awful sometimes, but I just love how like proud you are of him and stuff. I just think it's lovely.
Oh, I'm so excited for you. You're going to have such a fabulous 2026. There's so much to look forward to.
Thank you. And I hope you do too. If you don't get on TV, it's a travesty.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And if you need a fat, funny friend for the film, just let me know.
I will.
But good luck. I'm going to keep an eye out on updates. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.